Everyone, welcome to Network. This is Gitanji, Rappler columnist. With us today in the Rappler studios for hashtag Balikbayan is the fil-am rap duo Q York, rappers Noah Lazarus and Flavomatics. The group will talk about breaking into the Philippine music industry, volunteerism, and their push for positivity through hip-hop. If you have questions for the duo, or if you have a topic you'd like them to rap about, please tweet us using the hashtag AskRappers. Good afternoon, guys!
Oy, magandang tanghali.
Oy, marunong mag-Tagalog ang ating balikbayan.
Oh, marunong kami sobrang galing.
Oh, you're practicing! I'm impressed!
Practice ang Tagalog yan.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's talk about this. You guys grew up in New York.
Oh.
Speaking Tagalog?
No.
Not speaking Tagalog.
Not speaking Tagalog, but
Tagalog.
Understanding Tagalog?
No.
Not even?
Not even understanding Tagalog.
Not even. Okay, and so the two of you guys got together in New York,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then moved to the West Coast.
Yes.
You guys found yourselves, how did you find yourselves at Gawad Kalinga?
Wow, long story. Okay, well, from New York to, I think we moved to LA. We put our music online. Then a lot of people would respond that, oh, you should come to LA. We like your music. So we visited the West Coast.
A couple of weeks long.
And then we kind of decided, all right, let's move there. And then, you know, we just packed up a truck and packed all our things in the truck and just drove cross country.
I mean, this time around we was thinking, oh yeah, let's try it out for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But then we ended up being there for like 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
And then how we came to get involved with Gawad Kalinga is, well, we were doing shows, I think.
For the Filipino American community?
Yes, yes. Yeah, we started getting into that more when we were in on the West Coast. And I think somebody booked us for, actually our friend Joanne Fields, she booked us for a show in San Diego. And we did a show there. And she mentioned to us like that she's starting to work with this nonprofit. And also that there was a need in the schools in San Diego because that San Diego has the highest rate of Filipino millionaires, but it also has the highest rate of Filipino teen suicides.
Interesting.
So there was a discrepancy, and basically a lot of the kids would listen to hip hop, and you know I think at that time gangster rap was very prominent, so they would think they have to join gangs or whatever to fit in, which I think, you know, because let's say that maybe the parents are really working hard, making money, you know, which I guess is a good thing. But
the kids are left alone to their own devices.
Yeah, left alone to their own devices, and then, you know, they don't really have anyone to aspire to be like. You know, I think even at this time, this is when before Manny Pacquiao started getting big or things like that. So there was no one really to aspire to.
No one to mentor these Filipino American kids.
Yes, no one to mentor them. So they invited us to start speaking at the schools about hip hop because, you know, we would like, you know, do shows there, and then we had some fans there. So we would just talk to them about hip hop and let them know that, you know, even though that's what's on TV, that's not really what hip hop is about. You know, especially like from being from New York, we would like educate them on the roots of hip hop. And so, you know, like when hip hop started in New York, it was really about making a positive change, you know, from and telling the stories of your people. But, you know, it basically, hip hop, I mean, it became such a big money making machine that, you know, I mean respect to everybody that's making music and everything, but it almost became like blockbuster films where it's like, you know, some films
became way too commercial, way too fast.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you know, the films with the most explosions and gunshots in it, you know, and the special effects become like blockbuster films.
So just like in the rap videos where you see everybody flossing, that's what people are talking about. But how were you able to use the language of hip hop to really reach out to the fil-am kids?
Well, I think for us it was a journey as well too, because when we growing up in New York, we weren't really in touch with our culture. So I remember discovering a book like I think when I was in college, and it was about Philippine history, and it wasn't even a book they were teaching in school. So this is
way late in your life in college to really experience and look out or look to where you can find out about your culture.
Because before, like, I was half Puerto Rican, Colombian, Dominican, like, I mean, that's like the people I was hanging around with, so like,
Yes.
No,
I mean, that's the
this
culture.
seems-
That's the culture. Yeah, we grew up on.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
this is very normal amongst a lot of Filipino Americans that
Yeah.
grow up in America. They're Filipino, but they don't really know what that means.
Yeah. No.
So did Gawad Kalinga help you find out what it means to be Filipino?
Yeah, I mean, definitely when we would speak to the youth, it was definitely changing experience. And then when we also visited the Philippines, they took us to like, some of the villages and even, to, I guess, the more or less fortunate, areas. And then we would walk through the areas and then, we even went on a build and everything like that. So it definitely changed our perspective of a lot of things. And then I even found that I had family that like lives in a GK village. So it's just kind of an awakening, I think, for us, and really gave us a purpose for our music too. Because before we were making music, it was just kind of more, I guess, self-centered, where it's like, all right,
It's what you guys are going through and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're experiencing. But now, as an overview, it's more about your experience also for Filipino Americans that
Yeah.
are looking
yeah,
to understand what it means to be Filipino.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah? Did I get
That's
that right?
Hit the nail on the head.
Hit it on the head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I guess Gawad Kalinga is like helping others, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what we feel. Yeah. Well, at the same time, we were learning about the Philippines too. So, obviously, we all need help to help each other, basically. So it just fit right in.
Okay, so moving to the Philippines, where did that decision come in? I mean, that's a big decision.
Yeah.
Especially if you grow up in America all
Yeah.
your life. You know you're Filipino, you don't really know what it means. I'm sure it was a culture shock moving here.
Oh, yeah.
But you've stayed for the last 4 years. How has that experience been like?
Yeah, it's a lot of learning, I think, as well too. I mean, having to learn the culture. I mean, it's your own culture, but you don't really know it, and even also you have to learn, I guess, the different ways to carry yourself, where it's a little different, and then on top of that, even Tagalog. Like you have to be able to use it because it's like a necessary skill as well too. To at least you don't have to be really, I guess, super fluent, but you have to be able to get by where people will not try to take advantage of you. So, but I think what made us decide to stay here, I think it's just really passion and a purpose, because I mean, like what we spoke about, everything in the past. I think for us, our mission, like through music and everything that we do, is to hopefully break that cycle, and then not even just for, like, say, Filipinos abroad, even here for people in the Philippines to see that we are world class, that we can do things that the rest of the world can relate to, and we do have a story to tell, and we do have a message that is relevant in the whole global scheme of things, that we do have a voice, and our voice is just not to sing other people's songs.
It's to create your own
Yes.
your own story,
Yes, it's to
your
create
own
our-
experiences.
Yes, and that's what music and art really is. It is, I see it's a form of marketing and promotion for culture, and I think that's really what we need to reach the world. I mean, I don't know, for me,
That was one of our main visions, was to help spark a fire at Dito and freaking let the world know, oh snap, there's a fire going on over there.
I like how Flava is able to interject a little Filipino words, Tito, and here and there.
But I try like every day, just a little bit, or whenever I can, I use Tagalog.
Okay, so you guys have been here. You've broken into the music scene very successfully. Talk to us about the difference between the rap scene over here and the rap scene in America. I'm sure it's very different. I mean, because of the sentimentalities of the culture, yeah?
I mean, how we look at it is like, obviously, like Filipino time, right? There's a little delay.
a little delay? Filipino time? Okay.
Well, little delay on the music, but I mean, I see it. Music is what's that called? A circle, right? Like
yes,
it keeps on
everything.
reinventing itself.
Reinventing.
Like
Everybody
the 80s
feeds
comes
off each
back,
other.
like, so like it's just a matter of time. I mean,
I mean,
when you talk about like yeah, the how like the first stars were the DJs. Then freaking, and then the b-boys got dancing, right? And then the artist, right?
Who was last?
Yeah, who's last?
MC was kind of last, like as I guess in becoming popular within hip hop. Like if you really, break it down, like first, it's
First the DJs were stars.
You had
then the
Cuba was already
took over.
owned the turntable, right? Like
yes.
I mean, the Philippine All Stars, they already.
Yes,
owned
and I know that you guys collaborated with the All Stars.
Yeah, and then it was dance, and then now it's kind of like the voice is being heard. So I think there is a surge here now in the Philippines, like within like hip hop, and then also within MCs and expressing yourself. And then like I said before, like when early hip hop started, it was about making music for change and to tell your story. And I think that is what is really happening now here in the Philippines, where a lot of artists now are telling that view and what it means to be Filipino. And it doesn't even necessarily have to talk about it directly, but they're just expressing themselves and being true to themselves. And that's what really, I think, hip-hop is really about, is just being true to you. And once you do that, then anything is possible.
I'm sure a lot of Filipinos that are aspiring rappers want to hear from the two of you about any advice that you can give them.
Boy, I mean, straight up, I mean, you just gotta persistence, consistency, and then, of course, your purpose with a passion.
Yeah.
Purpose with a passion.
Yeah, purpose with a
Very
passion.
beauty queen answer. Yeah.
So
how does it feel to be Mrs. Universe?
Well, no, it's amazing that you're able to write songs that express yourself that other people can relate to as well.
Yeah.
I think it's important for Filipinos in general to be inspired by art that speaks to them in a positive way.
Yeah.
Because as we know, the more commercial media gets, the more it becomes filtered down, and there isn't really a message as
Yeah.
opposed to just making money from it, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on. Being a Balikbayan here in the Philippines, I know you guys have a group of friends that you
Yes.
always hang out with.
Yes, Filipinos unite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you think it's important to hang out with other Balikbayans and to keep in touch with your roots? Because you are in the Philippines, this is part of your roots, but at the same time, America is also part of
Yeah.
your roots rather.
Well, I think it's a reminder of why you are here, because I think I know most Balikbayans that are here, they're here for a purpose and a passion. It's not like we're just here to
Hang out.
like
That's what people think, though, don't you
Yeah,
think? Like
yeah.
a lot of other Filipino Americans in America that hear about you going home, they're like, oh, you're just gonna hang out in the
party,
islands.
yeah.
But it's not like that at all, is it?
No.
I mean, it's hard work being here, isn't it?
Yes, hard work. It's not, and I think it's like bridging that gap. That's why it is important. I mean, it is, it's hard work, because in a way, you're learning more about yourself, of a part of yourself that you never knew. The more that you are here, But then at the same note, you can't like forget where you came from as well too. So I think it is important to have people that are going through that same journey around you, and just, I mean, bigger than that is just the purpose, and people who are sharing that passion and purpose, because that creates synergy.
I think that's where we kind of are as artists too. I think we kind of represent that group of the Phil American, Phil Aussie, Phil whatever, right? Like, we feel like we could relate to all those people. Like the people, like for us, we growing up, we didn't know what the Philippines was about. But maybe if you happen to run into a New York song or whatever, you'd be like, oh, snap, yo, apoy sa Pinas.
Apoy sa Pinas. It's hot in the Philippines, yeah?
Yeah.
So what is your message to all the people around the globe that do have Filipino roots? How would you encourage them to experience the Philippines through your song?
Well, we actually have a song that we did on our last album, I think, is an expression of it. It was called Balikbayani. So it's really
Balikbayani.
yeah, because I mean, when you come back here as a Filipino who has made a living or made a life for themselves overseas, in a way you already are a hero to the Philippines, because that is why our people left the country, which so we can have a good life and be successful. So I think, when you come back to the Philippines, you should have that in your mind, that you are a hero of the Philippines. You are an everyday hero. So in having that mindset when coming back to the Philippines, you'll understand that what your duty is in being here. Of course you might go out and party and have a good time, but at the essence of it, to me, that's what it's really about. Like, everything you do represents, this nation. This country also represents, a higher power. But by coming back with that mentality, come back to the Philippines, experience it, but then also realize that, your parents or your grandparents, left this country because
sacrificed a
they
lot.
Sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed their families, and there's families still overseas that are sending money back here to take care of their families, and so it's really to just realize that, and then also to know that you are a part of that, and then so.
So it's that respect that people need to carry around with them, that they are Filipino.
Yeah.
They should be an example to other Filipinos.
Yes.
And continuously learn about what it means to be Filipino.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you, in a nutshell, before we go to all the other questions that people are tweeting us, what does it mean for you to be Filipino now that you have lived here and experienced it? As a rapper, as a Filipino American, what does that mean to you?
Wow, it's a lot. I think it's
it's a beauty queen question too, isn't it? Sorry about that.
Well, I think being Filipino is just really moving with your heart, and also having faith in that better things will come, and it's also smiling through adversity, knowing that you can overcome anything. Approaching those things with grace.
And that happens all the time, especially here with all the calamities, yes?
Yes.
The Filipino people are still resilient.
Yes, being resilient.
And smiling throughout adversity,
yes, making something from nothing.
Upcycling, yes. The Filipinos are very good at this.
Making, and
what don't kill you make you stronger.
And I think it's just that there's this fire, like here in the Philippines or within Filipinos.
Fire, you mean the init?
Yeah, it's init outside, it's hot outside, but I think inside, sa loob ng puso, sa lahat mga Pilipino sa buong mundo, may sobrang malakas ng apoy.
Apoy sa dibdib.
Sa dibdib, that the world...
That's a deep one, huh?
That the world needs to feel, or not even, that's just there. It's so hard to explain, but I think that's what it is to be Filipino. It's really to just being passionate,
about what you do, about who you are, and what you represent.
If you serving up that freaking East South, do it like, ooh, they loving it. Right?
Oh yeah, they do it. They loving it.
Yeah,
they're having a good time doing it. Exactly, and that's the essence of it.
Directing the traffic,
dancing,
in all forms. Okay, what about you, Flav? I know that people are gonna ask you to rap about some stuff, but that's what I'm gonna ask you before everybody else asks you. Can you do us a freestyle rap about what it means to you to be Filipino?
Ooh, what it means? Okay, I'll try.
Okay, and that's the Filipino in all of us. We will try no matter what.
What it means to be a Filipino? I don't know. Maybe eating tocino. Maybe a shawarma, cause we a mix of everything. Man, I'm warning ya. It's my inedito.
And you got the jacket on to prove it.
I'm already about to take it off because they turned the aircon off.
That's right. We're in the studio. Thank you so much. It's true. It is getting hot in here, but it's not only because of the weather. It's because of the collaboration of people that are passionate.
Yeah?
Yes. Okay, so let's move on to Twitter and let's see what they have to ask you. All right. Stacy De Jesus from Rappler has a question for you. Let's see. Oh, it's a topic. Okay, first question from Christine Espina. What was it like being able to collaborate with Camille Velasco?
Oh yeah, it was a blessing. Well, she actually just we met some of her friends, and then she just
in LA.
yeah, in LA.
I think it was just random, like we
Yeah.
mutual friends. Boom, boom, boom.
Then she just came by and just said, "Okay, let's do it."
And she was doing her
It was
thing
it.
on American Idol. We were like,
Yeah, and it wasn't
Just
even-
like that.
Yeah, just
Boom.
like that. I mean, I mean, for us, I mean, we've experienced like a lot of miracles like that, where we'll be like, oh, we want to work with that artist, and then somehow, some way, it just happens.
Wow.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, like being here in the Philippines, like on our new album, like we've been able
No,
to.
ladies and gentlemen,
sorry.
we are not in New York.
Okay.
you know, you hear that in New York all the time. We are actually in the Rappler Studios
Yeah.
in Manila.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, it's great to be able to collaborate with people, and you guys are open to collaboration
Yes.
with other artists.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so let's go on to the topics that people have tweeted us about.
Okay.
Okay, so take it away with however you want to do this. But Margie De Leon says, "Can you please rap about Napoles?"
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
All right, so you want me to do? All right. Well, maybe what I'll do is I could do like a few, and then you could just say the next word, and then I'll just keep.
Oh,
continuously-
okay.
Shoot them out when you feel like.
When you feel like.
All right, I'll do
all right,
that.
So let's rap about Napoles.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep it continuous.
Okay.
Boy, for like, what do we got? 30 more minutes or hour?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll just keep spitting it out
Sige,
there.
sige, sige.
All right.
Napoles.
Let me just get it. All right. Politics and government, society unravels over corruption, pork in a barrel. Pork and beans, what does Napoles mean? I think it is murder of the Philippine dream. It's tough in this life because we trying to rise up when we look in our own people's eyes and they don't wise up. People is taking pictures on Instagram, with celebrities. What are they doing? Damn. Please take a break. Stop all this hate because the truth, there is no escape. Sometimes I get sick of the politics and everything, but I realize that there's so much better things, and this is an opportunity for our community to unite, and that is the reason why we are here to fight. I look at any crisis as a way for us to get stronger. Do it like we on stage. I got a voice, Aaliyah Salonga. You know what we doing, no longer will we stop with G-Tonga. You know we on the Rappler, with the rapper. We hold it down, giving the chapter, looking at the past, but now we can master and learn from our mistakes. I ain't spreading no hate, but you deserve to be in a different place than here. Maybe not even the States. Somewhere where you can be gone and maybe really think what you were doing to your people, because you're putting them in the brink of a
Goosebumps, kid,
situation of
goosebumps,
being
let's go.
extinct. You are the missing link. I hope that you could think, because now's the time. Bring anything you want, the drama and all, but we gotta move with honor and we gotta stand tall. From the land of the bald eagle to the land of the golden eagle, we here to strike hard like my name is Steven Seagal. I do this for my people. To this there is no equal. Here to overcome all of that evil. And the devil, he whispers, makes people do bad things, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. So think that you could fly with the angel's wings and come out of the shadows and turn towards the light, and that's how we can travel towards the top, the pinnacle, the peak. Napoles, I hope you understand that your soul might have been weak, but you can be strong, and I hope that you could change, because now's the time for our people to not live in a strange predicament. Little kids in the street with nothing to eat. Meanwhile, you're buying Jimmy Choos for your children's feet. Come on, let me speak and speak to the truth and the
my
youth, so I could teach, and let me reach through this camera to all of the people that Philippines is numero uno. Isang to the top, Pinas pataas. We can't stop. All right, next.
All right.
Sorry, I
I'm
kinda just kept going.
impressed. I'm
Okay.
thoroughly impressed.
That's what's up.
Okay. All right, let's rap about Pope Francis and children.
If you have a few topics there, right?
Yeah, we've got
If you
Pope
wanna name
Francis
them
and
now,
children.
And then just boom, 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 like all.
I was trying
Like
to.
a
I was
bomb.
trying to
Sorry,
interject.
sorry,
I was
yeah.
trying to interject. I just couldn't because he was going.
Oh,
He
no,
was
no.
going.
Well, can I just get a little briefer with Pope Francis? And
Okay,
his
Pope
children?
Francis
Is
and the
that-
children. What do you think about the Philippines? That's from Stacy De Jesus. Ezra Ferraz says, rap about Filipinos that inspire you,
Okay.
or about OFWs all over the world.
Okay, wow.
So that's a lot of topics right at you.
Well, what's the situation with Pope Francis? I just want to get a refresher. I'm not maybe on the current events.
Pope Francis and the
Is that what
and the
he's?
children.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. Okay. All right. Well. All right. Whatever. All right,
Hey,
let's
when
just
it
go.
comes to religion, I stay out of
All right.
it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just go anyway. All right. All right.
But otherwise, I give you a standing
okay,
ovation on the Napoles rap.
What's this Pope Francis right now?
I don't even
No clue.
I don't know. All right.
That's okay. Neither do
that's
I.
okay.
But you know, hey.
All right. Ready and willing, we building like Pope Francis for the children. Religion is just a system, but what's more important is your spiritualism. So listen, whether Christian, Muslim, or Catholicism, we all the same. We diamonds that glisten inside your heart. Let's start from the beginning, when the world formed, when Jesus performed, or whatever God you worship. Know that the earth still twists 360 degrees. It's karma, what goes around comes around. I hope you understand the sound. Filipinos that inspire me. I feel the fire all around. I see them all around me. They surrounded, sort of like a magnet. You attract it. Don't go chasing, don't go hating. Gotta give love, cause that is the daily ration. Take it inside, be patient. Never let go of the truth. Gotta face it. Look yourself in the mirror. You see the picture clearer. Cause every single day we get nearer to the end of our days. Trying to change the ways. Let me just say some names. My boy Vaughn's Filipinos Unite. And that's the reason we're here, so we can fight. I look at other artistas like Ogie Alcacid and see how we put it down for all of our people. From the bottom to the top. People went all through struggles. We gotta do this, man. Solve this whole puzzle. From painters to jeepney drivers to people in taxis that don't pull over because they don't want to take me where I want to go. I still got love for you, brother. You my kapatid, but we gotta set our people free. I understand what you gotta go through. It's all good if I don't even know you. Even if we had bad past, I forgive you. But I can't forget the things that you did, so I live to be much better. So we can explain to all our children that life is not a game. Even if it seems that people want to cheat, just know that so many people got nothing to eat. What else is there? OFWs who left their country, sending back checks and money monthly. Balikbayan boxes full of goods so they can eat and share. That is the way that we show that we care. So they left their homeland so they could be a success. The best product of the Philippines is the Filipino, yes. But we losing all of our intelligence because people going overseas, somehow we losing relevance. But we can do it if we rediscover who we are, redefine us, because we 3 stars and 1 sun shining up above. The blue, red, yellow, and gold. Let the truth be told, never let the truth be sold. Hold.
Pause. RH Bill. Let's put that in there because I'm going to try to rap still. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, you're inspiring, really, to be able to spit those words just really fast like that. That's a talent, man. That's a gift. Okay, one last. Let's do the RH Bill. I'm very passionate about that.
Okay. The RH Bill. I might need another briefer on the RH bill. I know I heard of the RH bill, but I might need a little briefer. My mind is all over.
Well, the RH bill is basically in the Senate right now.
Break it down.
RH bill, right?
And I will translate.
You know, as we know, Filipinos don't have access to reproductive health, and it's very much needed because because women have more children than they can feed. Yes. And that's what's happening is that church isn't separate from state here because it seems like there's a blockage in the law about passing a reproductive health bill that will actually be able to help thousands of Filipino women. That's it.
RH bill.
Yeah.
All right.
And then after that, you could just end up with how this Rappler experience was like.
All right. Okay. All right.
The RH law. The RH law.
Okay. I think still, the RH bill, health problems can't be solved with a pill. It starts from the beginning.
But the pill will actually help you not to get pregnant, so you gotta take it.
The pill might help so you don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
But sometimes they tell you that you just gotta be celibate.
Yep.
But that's not really that easy. Now, I'm not saying that our people are sleazy. I'm just saying there's a lot of things you see on TV. They might give you misperception, but let's put together this whole connection. Education is the key to unlock the door. Plus, people need health care and a lot of things galore. Children being born without things to provide. Brought into this world from deep inside. the womb, almost destined for a tomb. 5 kids sleeping in one room. What's going on, our doom?
I'm gonna cry
Is that
right
about to
now.
happen? This is the truth we talking. This is more than rapping. See, really, the most important thing is that we know what to expect in life. That is how we grow. You can plant the seed, but if you don't water it, it won't grow. I want kids not to just shine, our country gotta glow. So, don't go con, be pro, because our people need this, all the little sisters and bros. I look around at the little boys and girls, some with straight hair, some with little curls, and they got no education, stuck in this nation. Metamorphosis, what we need is transformation. Confrontation, I'm talking to you, because if you don't do it, then who? So I pray and I hope that you understand that the RH bill will help solve the problem of us sinking in quicksand. Trying to swim to get out, but the more that we struggle, the more that we sink. It's time for us to rise, whether baby blue or pink. Inside the hospital, we need right health care. On top of that, we need to get rid of the smog in the air. But that's a whole different problem. So the RH bill, educate the women, let's build up our children, and the men, please be fathers, don't leave the women. Left on their own to raise a kid at home. How can they do it when you out drinking all night and you grown? Singing karaoke on a microphone. Frank Sinatra, I did it my way, now you did it the wrong way. Let's just all say that now is the time. Philippines, RH bill, that'll help us get to our prime. We've only just begun. To all the daughters and sons, I pray for you, and this bill will get the job done.
Yes!
Alright.
Yes, yes.
yes.
Ayos yun. You brought tears to my eye, my
Thank
brother.
you. All right.
Really?
I tried to.
Yeah, no, because when you're passionate about
Yeah.
something and you hear it.
No, I felt it too.
When
I
you
felt that energy.
Yeah, when you know, really music and rapping.
No.
You're sending that message out, and it can be really, really powerful when it comes from a place that you care about.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so happy I got to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Well, so tell us, how has it been being here at the Rappler Studios? Okay naman?
Amazing. Sobrang, I mean, feel at home. I mean, just the love. You could feel the love, and you could feel the fact that you guys are here to deliver a message and of truth and enlightenment to Filipinos both here and worldwide. And to me, anything like that is something we really enjoy and take pride in being a part of. So, Rappler, rappling it.
Thank you so much, guys. Please invite everybody that's watching to your social media accounts.
Okay. You can follow us on Twitter at Q_YORK.
You could like our Facebook page, facebook.com/QY0RK.
And also, you can visit our website, www.q-york.com, and it has our YouTube links, our bios, everything on there, and also ways to contact us. And we have a new music video coming out soon, and we also have some shows coming up, but you could stay updated with us through our website and our social media sites.
And don't forget to come out to the Battle of the Beats.
Oh, when is this?
This is tonight.
This is every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah,
Every Wednesday, where at?
For like, I think 4 or 5 more weeks now. At Skinny Mike's at the Fort.
And they have really
Every
good
Wednesday.
Philly cheesesteaks, and like the food is crazy there.
So what's happening tonight? What goes on?
Well, basically, it's not hip hop, but it's a producer battle.
Producer battle.
Whatever music you, I know, hip hop or whatever, drum and bass, whatever you do, just come out, bring it out.
It's like an
You
open
just play
mic.
tracks, track for track.
But for
Boom,
beats.
Yeah. You play your track, I play my track. The crowd makes you vote for who. There's 2 judges.
Yeah. So
And
basically,
boom, boom,
it's a
boom.
way to uplifting the production
Yeah.
here in the Philippines by having their producers play their tracks, and it's judged by the crowd, and also 2 judges, I think, and Flav is actually judging tonight. And it's another way of giving back to uplift the community, because then on top of that we give tips to the different producers there, and then we actually discovered producer there that we're actually working with too now. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys, for coming over to talk about all the stuff that you guys are doing, your thoughts on being Balikbayans, and how you're helping people through your music. That's the
Thank you,
most
G.
important thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Salamat.
much. There you guys have it. We got Noah and Flavomatics.
Sure.
Thanks
Noah.
so much for rapping with us, guys. We'll see you soon. This has been G-Tanji, Rappler Manila.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tama.